Hi everyone, little update from yesterday. I'm going to go shaky cam on this. Okay. And yeah, did the whole review, the whole video panel talking about the Hasbro Pulse and the pre-orders and all this kind of stuff. And I felt way out my element. Like, never have I felt more poor in my life during this thing. I don't know if it came across like I know at the minute like the figures in the UK is like the deluxes and stuff like that. They're somewhere between like 16, 17 to like 19, 20 maybe within that kind of price range. So they're quite cheap by the sounds of other countries. But then you got to throw the postage on top, which again, it's probably not a deal breaker. But what I'm trying to say is I miss the days where I could just walk into my local Asda or Tesco or wherever, do my shopping, go, check the toy aisle. Ooh, go on then, I'll have that. Like this is a story to prove the point. At one point, way back in the day, when Combiner Wars was still a thing, I was single, I was living on my own, I think it was just payday or the day before payday, and I was getting paid weekly, so you know. I was walking around, I was going to do my big shop for the week, and I just happened to look down the toy aisle, and they had all 4 limbs for Onslaught. First time I'd ever seen them, like anywhere, like all 4 limbs. I'm like, ooh. Okay, well, I've got to get at least one. How much should I afford? I could probably take 2 without making too much of a dent in my budget and just not spend money during the week. Okay, so I'll have Brawl, because he was the new mould at the time. And for argument's sake, Vortex. Okay, so I'll have Brawl and Vortex, because that mould was made for Vortex. Brawl and Vortex, okay. And I went and started doing my shopping. I went, you know what? I probably don't need that. Or, you know what? I've got that in the cupboard. I'll leave it for another couple of days. Okay, fair enough. So I went back and I got Swindle. And I carried on doing my shopping. I went, you know what? Maybe I just get like some bread, some milk, and nothing else, and basically starve for the rest of the week. And I'll go back and get blast off. And I did. And this is the thing. I had a choice to literally buy food for the week or another figure. So I got all 4 at once. I don't have that option anymore. I just don't have it. They won't give it to me. They aren't available. Like, what shops in the UK actually sell them, right? Let's just, like, actual shops you can walk into. The Entertainer. The closest one is about 6 miles away, and I don't drive. I mean, all right, it's only one bus journey, but to go on a bus journey just to go and see what they are, and of the 2 of the shops, it's expensive. It's the Entertainer. Of the shops, the Entertainer's got a very small selection. They have them, but it's a small selection, and they're not the cheapest. What's the other option? Smith's Toys. There are 2, apparently. Say these are the points in the map, and I'm somewhere around here. Each one, by public transport, is 2 hours away from me. Granted, I should probably just learn to drive and I can get toys easier. 2 hours away from me. And even then, most of the stuff you go onto the website, because I had a look this morning just out of curiosity for the New Kingdom stuff that's coming, just to see what everyone was talking about. And I was like, oh, okay, let's click and see what it is. Collect in store only. None of it was for delivery. None of it. So I can't even order from the things. This is what I'm trying to say to everyone. And it just makes me sound really negative. Like I put a picture on Instagram, which is a screenshot at the end of the conversation. And I literally said to the guys, I feel really bad. Like I was really negative. All I was saying was, can't get it, can't afford it, don't want it. And the don't want it is, generally speaking, you know, when you know you're not going to get something, like you won't be able to find it, you won't be able to afford it, you know you're not going to get it. So you just convince yourself you don't want it. And that's the thing. So, I just feel like I've kind of made myself look like a big negative Nancy in front of all these lovely new people and all their subscribers, and it's like, because every time they came to me, like, oh, so, Uglywretch, there's no point asking you, you're not even going to be able to get it, are you? And I'm like, nope. you know what? Just, it's one of those things. It's honestly one of those things. And it's just, I feel like I showed myself up. I feel like I made an idiot of myself. People will say I didn't, and that's people being polite, and God bless you for it, but I don't know. One thing I will stand by from that video, one thing I will stand by is they were talking about the Titan class Arc figure, and it popped into my head just before I got to talk to him. I was saying, you know the film Big with Tom Hanks, where the kid becomes a grown-up and all the rest of it, and they're looking at the toys in the company, and they've got like an Empire State Building that turns into a robot. Why? That's what I feel like with the Ark. It's something that shouldn't transform, and for argument's sake, someone's just forced a robot mode out of it, and it just doesn't look right to me. Just, I mean, if someone gave it to me, well, alright, okay. If I had the money, like if I won the lottery or something, and it was sitting there on the shelf in front of me, and I went, why not? I probably wouldn't love it. I'd probably think it was fine, it was a big figure, big figures are always fun to have, but I wouldn't love it. If someone gave it to me, I'd love it because it was a gift, and I'm kind of like that. I was taught to treasure things like that. But the point is, I don't like the look of it. It's just silly things. Just, again, see, this is how negative I was. I've added that video to my live nonsense playlist, so if you go like in the videos and stuff and find it, you can go and watch that. But you can see it on me towards, like, after the first couple of questions. Every time they go to me like, Uglywretch, what do you think of that? I'm like, don't ask me. I've got no good answers for you. Come on, guys. I'm just making myself look like an idiot here. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. Come on, guys. Like, I've got no problem. I volunteered to be there. I was happy to be there. You know, it's nice to, like, not be a hermit for a change, because I'm bad for that, but I made myself look like an idiot, or I feel like I did anyway. Plus I need a haircut, big time. Anyway, I'm just going to call it there. I just thought, you know, little update video. So, yeah, little post-mortem on the whole event. But thanks to the people who had me there. HNE Games, Gartbart, Lazy Eyebrow, TF Fanpage 01, TF Collector, TF Reviewers, and Lazy Eyebrow when he turned up at the end. Hi, how you doing? But yeah, I don't know, I haven't slept. I only had like 4 or 5 hours by the time I got to sleep, so I don't know, maybe I'm being a negative Nancy. I'm going to run away. Bye.